Yeah. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the energy. You guys are tuned into the Link Up featuring Lord Brunson, Simone Stanley, and I'm your guy, Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. And
Yes, sir.
unfortunately, there's been a little too much losing for my taste, a little too much losing for my liking, LB.
Nah, I feel you, man. We've been, we've been down. We've been down big time, but we've been blessed at the same time that nobody was able to capitalize on it. Now, that don't mean that our actions are inexcusable. What that
Right.
means is we were granted another chance, and this is truly, I mean, truly a must win. We have to go on the road and beat the Minnesota Vikings. No
Yeah.
ifs, ands, or buts
I,
about it.
I can't disagree with you. I think you laid it out perfectly. In short, the Eagles got blessed this week,
Mhm.
or last week, however you want to break it down. But when you see the Cowboys lose to the Panthers, right? When you see the Commanders lose to the Chicago Bears, and unfortunately, we gave the New York Giants some level of confidence. They still not making the playoffs, but the reality is we we bailed them out. We gave them one. And the reality is you were granted a new lease on life, or how do you say you were given an extension on your lease. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Because the reality is the Eagles have not been playing their best football all year long. And they started the season 4-0, and they had the Broncos on the ropes but folded in the fourth quarter. And then that Giants game, they fell into a 13-3 hole, managed to come back and secure a 17-3 lead, and all of a sudden they lose, what was it, 34-17?
Yep.
So it's been a tale of two halves all year long. And that's something that frustrates us as just spectators, as just, broadcasters, right? I can only imagine how frustrating it is being in that building as a player and you trying to figure out what is the problem. One side of the ball doing their job, the other side not. One half we cooking, one half we not. It's 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 emotionally jarring if you ask me.
I agree. I agree. It is emotionally jarring. The thing about it is I feel like the guys are coming together at the right time, though. I truly feel like this is about to be turned around, and everybody's going to have to eat their words. I'm telling you, I truly feel like it.
Yeah.
And it's predicated on everything is predicated on an offensive line and that they could play better. That's all this boils down to, honestly, in my opinion. The problems on the offensive side of the ball,
Mhm.
it all boils down to if the offensive line can play to the level of Stoutland University. Right now, they haven't been playing to that level. That's the smallest thing and the easiest thing that you can fix right now, and that can get the train back on track. But you ain't lying, man. It's been emotionally jarring. We're not used to losing. We're not used to making videos about losing and being losers.
Yeah.
Like that's what Commanders content creators and Cowboys content creators do.
Yeah,
Not
Giants
used to
content
doing that.
creators, all that.
Yeah,
They're used to the inconsistencies, right?
we're not
And
used to that.
you nailed it, bro. I think, all season we've been complaining about predictability, and we've been complaining about play calling, and we've been complaining about, the passing game, so on and so forth. And when you really look at it, the Eagles offense was predictable last year. The difference is you couldn't stop us
Right,
regardless.
right.
The offensive line was so dominant last year. Saquon Barkley was running through Broad Street regularly. You feel what I'm saying? So when you couple an offense that's not really that complex, right? Because you're so talented, you don't really overcook it. You just let guys do their thing.
Hmm.
When you couple a predictable offense with now your offensive line is not doing their job, now everybody else is looking like they not doing their job.
Right, right. And so I really can't just say it's 100% on the offensive line because Saquon Barkley is only 135 yards off of where he was last year at this time.
Oh shit, for real?
He only 135 yards off, Tone, from where he was at this time.
I
You know what
never
I mean? Let me pull it up.
I never thought about it from that perspective
I'm telling
because
you, we not when I mean so. Of course, I'm frustrated in the way things look for sure.
Mhm.
For sure, I'm frustrated in the way things look because I expect us to be a little more dominant. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all can see this. Hold on.
I got you. I can bring it up for you right here. I
Yeah,
got you.
pull it up in another square. Yeah, so It looks a little jumbled, but I'll read it. Saquon Barkley's first 5 games this season, 95 carries, 325 yards, 3.4 yards per carry, 3 touchdowns, averaging 54 yards a game. His first 6 games last season, 91 carries. So he had 6 less carries, 482 yards, about 100. I'm not 100 and something. You know what I mean? It ain't that crazy off. 5.3 yards per carry and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about 157 yards. Yeah, 157 yards.
Right, but you would think it's way worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just because how it looks. I never thought about it from the perspective of where he was last season at this point versus this year, because honestly, the main difference between last year and this year is he hasn't really broken the big runs.
Exactly, but judging by this, did he have that many explosive runs last year to this point? I'm sure he did.
He had the explosive run. He had a couple against the Packers. He had the infamous one against the Saints, the one that got us back into that game.
Right.
He didn't have an explosive run in the Atlanta game. He had that one long one in the Buccaneers game, and that was it.
But
he didn't go off against the Browns. The Browns was a quiet game for him.
Right.
He went off against the Giants.
And a caveat to this though, Tone, is he had 6 carries in one game. Saquon Barkley should have 105 carries so far on the season. And he should have more rushing yards than he has. Yeah. So not only is the offensive line not where they should be, the coaching staff also held Saquon Barkley back by not giving him the ball in certain situations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But with all of that said, Tone, he's not that far off. Look at Jalen Hurts' numbers right now.
To your point, Saquon is actually one big game away from being on track where he was last year.
One big game, and I think it's going to happen against the Vikings. I think Saquon is going to abuse the Vikings, to be honest. I think he's going to run for like a $140, somewhere around there. But I think Saquon is going to have his day. But it's a lot of guys that's not far off. You know what I mean? A lot of guys not far off. They talking about Jalen Hurts in the national media as of lately as he like leading the league in interceptions or something like that. Jalen Hurts, 1,100 passing yards, 8 touchdowns, 1 interception, averaging 195 passing yards a game. He didn't average that last year. We are not far off, ladies and gentlemen. Dallas Goedert is on pace for a career year.
Yeah,
Dallas Goedert is on pace for a career year.
Jalen Hurts is his passing numbers are increasing every week.
The
past two games, he's had his 2 best passing performances. You know what I mean? And granted they lost, but obviously the Giants game, that interception was honestly a gut punch. And missing Devontae Smith, I think they couldn't recover from missing Devontae Smith on that deep ball. They couldn't recover from that, because if they connect on that, it's a whole different game we're talking about. But I think the passing game has actually started to come together, especially as Broncos and going to the Giants game, that first half of the Giants game in particular. It's just and then honestly, they started off real strong with the running game. They got away from it. Right. They got away from it. But go ahead.
It's not. So I'm not worried about the passing game no more. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not worried about the passing game no more. We lost the Giants game because they had our number. They had our number on a day where the defense wasn't their best, and that's what tends to happen sometimes. They just had our number, bro. You cannot that loss was supposed to happen. Clearly, that loss was supposed to happen. We ain't tackled well. We got our ass whooped. That was supposed to happen.
And injuries started piling up too. I mean, you lost Queen in that game. Jalen Carter didn't play. I think Reed Blankenship got banged up. Landon Dickerson didn't play, obviously. But I think for me in that Giants game defensively, the moment, and this is where I completely submit to you, brother. Keely Ringo is not an NFL player.
I mean, we knew that though.
But I was in denial.
You was in denial. You was in denial, and I let you have it. You see, I was in denial.
No, but I feel like I have a responsibility to this platform and to you, my guy. He is not good. He's not even average. He's not even average, bro.
I don't even text you about it no more. I don't even say nothing. I know your eyes work. Your eyes work just like my eyes work. I don't text you about it no more. I don't say nothing.
I saw this man.
Hold on, Tone. I gotta take this.
No, you good. You good. I was literally, you guys watching that Giants game, saying to myself, he's getting beat by number 3 and number 4 wide receivers. He was getting cooked by somebody named Little Jordan Humphrey. Little Jordan Humphrey. He was getting smoked by a SoundCloud rapper. Let's keep it a buck, y'all. Little Jordan Humphrey. Who is this? Who is that? Little Jordan. Bro, he sound like a YN. Like, so it's just it's just one of those situations where, he cannot play on this defense. And if I'm Vic Fangio, he can't see the field if I can help it. If I'm Vic Fangio, and by the way, you guys, just to give you guys some context, Quinyon Mitchell was limited in practice today, so that's a positive sign. That's a positive sign. Quinyon was limited. I thought he wasn't going to practice. He was limited on yesterday. So that's a good sign going forward, right? But Keely Ringo getting smoked by a SoundCloud rapper, Little Jordan Humphrey. Who is this? Little Jordan.
Keely Ringo a bum, man. He's a bum, man.
If you notice in the first half, every scoring drive that the Giants had was catapulted by Keely Ringo folding on third down.
Yeah.
Because they did their job on first down, did their job on second down. The Giants couldn't run the ball in the first half. They couldn't run the ball. They actually couldn't run the ball until like the last few drives. Because at that point, the game was getting out of our hands. And, turnovers and so on and so forth. But like the reality is, it wasn't a situation where I felt like, yo, you can't. I think Adoree Jackson played better than him, and he didn't even have the best game. But it got to a point where in that game, what's the young boy name? Jackson Dart. He was literally just looking for number 7.
Yeah.
Find number 7, you converting. Target number 7, you converting. It was that simple, Simone.
We knew Keely Ringo wasn't better than we knew he wasn't good because he couldn't take the job from Adoree Jackson. I'm not here to tell y'all I told y'all so. I would never do that to y'all. But we knew this.
It's cool, man.
This one took the cake though. This the play that took the cake.
Oh, what was it?
Somebody caught a pass on him and fell. He let him get up and run another 5 yards so he could lay a finger on him.
Oh, yeah. That was
I was like, man, get him off the field, get him off the team. Get him out the city, get him out the state, get him out the country, get him off the planet.
Yeah, that's bad.
He gotta go.
No, he can't. Honestly,
he gotta go. People talking about trying him at safety. No. I'm done with him. You want him to be the safety net to guarding a touchdown? You want him to be the safety in charge of making sure nothing goes over the top?
I'm cool off of him.
Bro. Get him off the field.
I'm cool off of him. And by the way, y'all, I said Quinyon Mitchell was limited yesterday in practice. So that means it can only get better today. Also, Zach Bond, full participant. Jalen Carter, full participant. Jordan Davis, full participant. So that's good. Landon Dickerson was limited as well yesterday. So that's a good sign. Grant Kakatera still not practicing with the oblique. Seems like guys are starting to get healthier. It also seems like Zach Bond's kind of been dealing with little ticky-tack stuff week by week, but for the most part, he's been playing at a high level. I think Zach Bond actually played his worst game of his career as an Eagle against the Giants too.
Yeah, he did. You know what? I didn't want to bring this up because, I don't want to make no excuses for the L, but I feel like players was hesitant to make cuts on that field for some reason, bro. I just feel like we wasn't flying around. I don't know if it's because it's MetLife. I just feel like dudes were like, yo, my career is more important than going all out on this turf. I swear it seemed like that to me. Because there's no way that Jackson Dart is hitting Zach Bond with the AI crossover in the middle of the field like that. Unless he don't want to plant. He ain't trying to tear nothing.
I'm gonna be honest with you, too. I actually agree with you. I didn't think about it until you just said it though. It's one of those things but while I was watching the game, the whole time I'm talking to my wife before the game started, I said, listen, we got to be careful in this game. Because in my opinion, the biggest win in this game, again, I'm talking to my wife about this. She don't care about this shit, but she listening to me. I'm telling her, I said, the biggest win in this game is leaving healthy. Right. That's the biggest win because so many players complain about this field. So many guys, their seasons, their careers end on this field, bro. Sidney Brown tore his ACL on this field. You feel what I'm saying? Like Malik Neighbors.
Didn't Saquon tear his on that field?
Yeah, like guys, like that MetLife turf is a cesspool for injuries and death. And to your point about that,
did you say death?
Yes, like death. I'm going there. That field is cursed like that. that field is the pet cemetery. Like guys, I wouldn't put it past guys for kind of tiptoeing on that field a little bit. LB.
No, yeah, I wouldn't put it past him either, man. I really feel like guys was making business decisions, man. But I got another foul on my desk, man. Sad to say, y'all.
Who?
Andrew Makuba.
You
the fouls on my desk, man.
You don't give
Makuba
him.
is a rookie though. I feel like a rookie.
Makuba is one of the worst. He's one of the worst safeties in the league right now.
Okay, but Makuba is a rookie. I feel like it's a year for growth, getting better as the year goes along. Like
it's not. We went over this, Simone. This is not the year for that.
Yes, he had to come in and start right away. But at the end of the day, he's a rookie. Like it's gonna be growing pains.
I think we got spoiled by the Quinyon Coop thing. That those guys coming in and doing what they did so quickly, and under Vic Fangio, we kind of got this assumption, or at least some people do. I don't want to speak for nobody on the show, but I feel like some fans have this assumption, whereas though because of the Vic Fangio defense, because of what Quinyon Coop did, now we know how to get rookies going quick. And look, even Jahai Campbell had his rough patch against the Buccaneers, right? He gave up that big touchdown to what's the boy, Bucky Irvin?
Yeah.
But then he redeemed himself in the end zone, picked off Baker Mayfield, so he redeemed himself, right? Jahai Campbell has been one of the highest graded rookies in football on defense, that is. But to your point about Andrew Makuba, he has had his struggles. He really hasn't had his best game was that Chiefs game, and he's kind of been up and down since then. So I'm not going to act like he hasn't had rough patches, but I understand also he's a rookie, and this is the youngest defense in football as well.
And also every week you seeing something new and different. Like you a rookie, you're literally learning every week. Like every week you're seeing something new on the field that you ain't never seen before in your football career. So it could take a little while to come on. I don't feel like a rookie can get a foul on their desk unless they like shoot
a quarterback
top 10 pick or something like that.
I'm
like,
gonna tell you what.
Pick.
But this is the thing, like he a rookie, but he not an 8-year-old kid. His issue is he is not understanding where to be. These are things you learn when you're 5. You got school at 8. You know what time the school bus come. You know what I mean? You know what time dinner time is. If mom say dinner at 6:30, you know what time you got to be downstairs to set the table. You know what time bedtime is. You know where you're supposed to be in that damn bed. He don't know where he's supposed to be on the field. That means he not looking at the playbook. That means he not understanding his assignment. This is a guy that was in college. That's about knowing where to be, submitting this, doing this on time, all of that. He's not understanding the simple concepts of his job, like being on time. You called the football game recently, right?
Listen, LB.
What time did it start? What time did you have to be there to call a football game?
Listen. Makuba, I think there's two different things being discussed. I feel like is Makuba playing up to par for what we need for a top defense? No. But can we expect a rookie to just come in and be a world beater? No, at the same time. So I don't think the foul has to be on the desk for Makuba to say, hey, we might need some better play there. Like, I don't think that means that Makuba is cooked. It just means, hey, we in a position to maybe run some G back. We need a guy who's ready now.
Right. I don't think I'm not saying get him off the team. I'm saying he's not doing our defense any favors right now. I'm saying that you might want to look at CJ Gardner-Johnson again. You might want to see where Justin. You might want to see where Justin Simmons is. And honestly, I think that I said this yesterday.
Justin Simmons still available?
Yeah,
I think he is.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And honestly, I think that's the only play that Howie Roseman has. Everybody talking about Bradley Chubb and all of these guys. Yeah, it's possible, but like, why would anybody want to help out Howie Roseman and the Philadelphia Eagles? Nobody. Howie is blackballed. They didn't even want to let him trade up in the draft last year. Nobody's about to give Howie Roseman anything. He got to take what's available. And that CJ Gardner-Johnson, you ain't had no problem admitting you made a mistake the other year when you brought CJ in. You know what I mean? You ain't had no problem. You ain't had no problem doing all of that. So
do y'all feel like with Justin Simmons though, it's week 7. This man ain't have no off season. He ain't played football since what?
Last season.
December, a whole
He's-
year.
Yeah, he's at the Falcons last year, so yeah, December, December,
January.
early January, January. Yeah.
So, I mean, I like it. I'm just kind of wondering, like, shoot, is he gonna what he gonna look like coming
Yeah,
off?
he not. I agree. He not in shape, and it's probably gonna take him 2 weeks to pick up. But I think C.J. Gardner-Johnson is in shape. He know the system. He know the
Right.
players. He know the city, and you could get him on a cheap veteran deal.
We might
Yeah,
we would be crazy. I feel like to not bring in C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
I don't think they're gonna do it because they don't want to admit a mistake. They're gonna live and die by Andrew Makuba, which could be good for Andrew Makuba in the long run. But right now, Andrew Makuba is not playing good.
I think, although I do see where Andrew Makuba has been an issue at times, right? I will say that. Like someone said, I'm still rolling with the fact that he's a rookie. There are startup costs to being a rookie. I mean, we're going into week 7. We know Vic Fangio's defense isn't the easiest to pick up, right? On top of that, when it comes to this, on top of that, I think safety is really not their biggest issue, if I'm being honest.
It's not.
They're so although I understand Andrew Makuba hasn't been playing the best, I think if CB2 was playing better, maybe you'll see a better Makuba. That's just my opinion on that. Also, when it comes to the CJ-GJ angle, I'm torn about it because I see people screaming from the hills, sign CJ. And I'm like, for me, I think that ship is sailed for one. For one of the reasons being, like you said, LB, I think the Eagles would not revisit a mistake like that. Because when they traded him, I didn't want the trade to happen. I want to make that abundantly clear. I think we all were in agreement that we did not want that trade to happen. But nonetheless, it happened. So you get traded to Houston, and then Houston goes on a crazy losing streak, and then they decide to move on from you. I'm not saying he's the result or the losing streak is a result of him, but CJ-GJ was in Houston, and Nick Caserio, the GM, and D'Amico Ryans, the head coach, decide to move on from you. D'Amico Ryans is a former player's coach. He understands what comes with this game. For D'Amico Ryans to move on from you is strange to me. So then you go to Baltimore, and you don't even play yet, and they already told you, nah, we good. And it reminds you, Baltimore is desperate for players. They are hurt. Their whole defense is top cheese. It's their defense is cooked, and they need players. They need talent, and they decide to move on from you. Something that don't smell funny to y'all.
Yeah, but I mean, he's ours. It's like your crazy cousin.
Right.
Like, yeah, he ours. He
You-
our
you-
crazy cousin. Like, we know why he probably got moved on from, but we already know.
But you already told your crazy cousin to get the hell out.
And then next year at the cookout, you go give him another chance. New year,
his
new
issue,
cookout.
his issue was with Slay. Slay not here no more. Bring him back.
Right. And
That
I'm
was
saying
his issue. His issue was with Slay. Him and Slay had something going on. Slay not here. Bring him back. We tried to get him out of here because, in our opinion, we're trying to save money for all of these guys on his defense that got to get paid down the line. But Jalen Carter would be the main focus. He's probably slated to make $40 million a year, but he also another guy that got to play better. If we keep it at the beam.
Yeah, if Jalen Carter doesn't reach that pinnacle that we expect him to reach, he's not getting $40 million.
He's not getting $40 million a year. And you can get and it's not about money no more. You can get CJ back on a 1-year deal.
I don't think it was ever about money with CJ, by the way. It wasn't, but you could still get a guy back that knows the system. And Justin Simmons, he knows Vic's system too. So that's why we were drawing that conclusion, to begin with. But of course,
like y'all said, man, safety's not the biggest issue here. It's not the biggest issue here. You can kind of teeter around with safety being what it is for what it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest issue is edge rusher on the defensive side of the ball.
And we lost another.
It's just like let's talk about
who we lose.
Zadarius Smith decides to retire out of nowhere. What do y'all? Let's try to read the tea leaves. Let's try to speculate a little bit. Okay, let's play a little game here. Like, what do you guys think went wrong with Zadarius Smith? Because he was actually at that point their best edge rusher, and he decided to just say, "Nah, I'm good."
I honestly think it was a personal reason.
I mean, he said that. I'm trying to get you to speculate what it was, though. What was that personal reason?
Saying I 1,000% think it was a personal reason because one of my friends, she does his hair, and she said she's an Eagles fan. She said it's definitely a personal reason. So I'm not speculating because she said don't speculate. He got G going on.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be it could be something with family, kids, something like that. You know what I mean? But if I had to speculate from a football standpoint, it kind of felt like, that they gave him a heads up that they might be trying to shop him around. He like, yo, I ain't got time to be moving around again.
It's funny you said
12
that.
13 year. That was my initial thing from the outside looking in.
It's funny you said that. My man Marcus Thomas said that. We do a podcast, the Bardies podcast, and it's exactly what he said. That was his first thought. He said
that was my first thought when it broke. I did a video on it. I was like, yeah, it seems like he might have been packaged for something. And
they
like,
talked to him, and he's like, listen, I'll just retire. It's all good.
You're not about to trade me for 1 year to Arizona.
Because remember last season he signed with Cleveland, and then they just traded him mid-season to Detroit. I mean, that's not a bad situation to get traded to, but because remember, Detroit, Aiden Hutchinson, I think, was down, right? So they needed edge rusher help.
He actually balled out over there last year too.
He balled out in both places.
It's a lot to move like that. It's a lot to be moving around.
When you're a veteran, especially because think about it like this, right? Even Slay, Darius Slay, right? He did he went to free agency and he didn't just take any bag. You know where he went to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is 5 hours away from Philly. He did that because not just because Pittsburgh is a good team. He did that because his family was settled into the Philadelphia area, the Pennsylvania area, kids in school, his wife, all that kind of stuff. Moving cross country or down south is a lot for your family, especially when you're about to retire. You're going to retire. So why even do a whole crazy move, uproot your family? Let me just take this bag from Pittsburgh. I could drive to work, check on my family on the weekends. Like, it is what it is. So, these older guys, it's more about than just football at this point. When you get to that back into your career, now it's about making business decisions. Now it's about the travel, what make more sense. So, yeah, man. Listen, I wish Darius Smith the best, man. Obviously, him moving on definitely hurts the Eagles, but at the end of the day, man, guys got lives outside of this. And I hope for the best for him. I hope for the best for Cash Doll. It was really good seeing her every Sunday. You know what I mean? So
yeah, 1.5 sack, man. Listen. It was about old girl popping up. Yeah, 1.5 sack, man.
Oh man, Cash Doll, we're gonna miss you. We're gonna miss you, baby. We're gonna miss you, Cash.
2-game legend, Cash Doll.
We're gonna miss you, Cash.
You know what I mean?
But posted both of my posts about her.
She posted it.
Now she gone.
She gone with the wind.
Going with the wind.
But I do think there is a simple fix to fixing this defense. I do think there is.
How simple we talking? Because again, I think the defense just started becoming a little bit of an issue. Because it started with, in my humble opinion, I think defense issues started in that Broncos fourth quarter and it carried over to that Giants game. I think the defense has actually been pretty solid up until that point.
I think it started in the Giants game, to be honest, because in that fourth quarter of the Broncos game, it was some crazy penalties called on the defense. And I'm like, okay, I guess this is the way the NFL going. Then I see players doing the same tackle Zach Bond did, not getting flagged. I see people taunting, not getting called. I just think the defense caught bad breaks. I think the officials was on some BS at the end of that Broncos game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a simple fix, I think, to fix an edge rusher, and I think to just putting more leaders on the field.
Does it start with Jahai Campbell and Kobe Dean?
It does. I think you got to put Jahai Campbell in a more Micah Parsons-esque role. I think he's physically capable of putting his hand in the dirt and wreaking havoc on that defense, on that offensive line. I think he's physically capable, especially this week. They don't got the best offensive line up there. And if you get Kobe Dean right back next to Zach Bond, you really don't lose anything crazy in terms of linebacker core. That was a real good duo last year. You know what I mean? I think it starts with trying other guys out at the position, man, seeing who could get to the edge rusher, seeing who can get to the quarterback, man, because we are so unathletic. It don't make no sense, man. We are so unathletic at edge rusher, man. And that's the biggest issue right now, man.
And no Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith is still on IR. He won't be back into that Packers game. But I think you're right, LB. I think that is your best option, your best course of action when it comes to the edge rusher position, because you just so happen to be blessed at linebacker.
I don't know how the hell we're using Jalen Hunt. Is he even rushing the passer?
Bro, I don't know. Bro, Jalen Hunt has not taken that next step at all. I don't think he has a sack on the season. I could double check that, but I don't think he has a sack on the season. But to your point, again, Jahai Campbell is probably your most versatile linebacker. And actually, he is outside of Zach Bond. he's probably one of your most versatile defenders, actually. You could put Jahai Campbell on the edge, use him in, like you said, in that Micah Parsons role. You know, he could rush standing up. He can rush in the 3-point stance. He's that versatile. He can drop back. He can even play safety. He's that athletic. He's that good in coverage. Jahai Campbell, again, is already one of the best defensive players in football at his rookie season. And I think he's on pace to win Rookie of the Year. That's just my humble opinion. But Jahai Campbell, you move him to the edge, you automatically get more athletic at that position. You're able to keep him on the field, and you bring the Kobe Dean back in. Like you said, the Kobe Dean and Zach Barn are already your proven duo. The Kobe Dean, his snaps weren't really that high in that Giants game for obvious reasons. It was a short week, and you know he first game back. I didn't expect him to do too much, but I think if you're Vic Fangio after losing to Darius Smith, you have to get Zach Barn, the Kobe Dean, and Jahai Campbell on the football field at the exact same time. That is your only course of action to help generate some kind of a pass rush, because
it's not the only one. That's not the only one. So that's course of action A for my playbook. B would be to move Jalen Carter to the edge more frequently. And then you can insert more of Morrow or Joe.
Ty Robinson and Morrow. Okay.
Exactly. Right next to Jordan Davis. So yeah, that's a heavier defensive line, but that's a combination of guys that are capable of getting to the quarterback.
And it'll improve your run defense.
Exactly. So I see Fangio doing one of those two things. He
could do both of those things actually in game.
He could mix it up at times. I don't think that he'll move Jahai Campbell to edge. I mean, the guy's having a great season at edge. It's like why move Cooper DeJean type of situation in my book. When somebody's that good at the position, you got to figure something else out because you got that position sold up. Because Nakobe Dean coming off injury might not be as good as Jahai Campbell. We already know he's not as good as him in coverage. But if you could move Jalen Carter around the offensive line on passing downs, put him at edge.
Mm-hmm.
Put Jalen Carter at edge. Put him at edge. That pocket is going to collapse on that side 9 times out of 10.
Interesting.
It's going to collapse on that side 9 times out of 10.
They have options.
Going up against guards and centers. Them tackles are a little lighter and they got slower feet. I like moving Jalen Carter around more and more on the defensive line that I think about it. I think that'll give him a boost of production, and you can be heavier. It will solidify what you got going on first and second down.
Yeah, I like what you're saying. I think overall it gives them options, at least for the front seven. It gives them options, it gives them versatility. And I think you can check all those boxes over the course of a game, just by giving defense different looks. And overall, I know the edge rushers haven't been as dominant, but I still think I still put CB2 at the forefront of the issues.
Yeah, me too.
No, it got to be edge rusher. It got to be edge rusher.
It's close though. Like it's not like it's not like a far gap. I think it's interchangeable, frankly. Like
it's a little close, but
if you say edge rushers one, I'm not gonna argue.
The reason why it's going to edge for me is because
it starts there.
I've seen it started at CB2 before the season started. I've seen Adoree Jackson make some good plays,
but I'm not worried about Adoree at this point. Honestly, I'm just not. It's a
Quinion's going to play.
They sat Keely down. Vic already said Keely not playing this week.
He said it.
Yeah, I mean, he said Adoree Jackson starting. He said that.
He basically said that.
But that's Vic's fault for even letting him start them 2 games.
It's because I think
Adoree was hurt one of those games.
It was the Buccaneers game.
He was healthy enough, and then he went with Keely.
Yeah, so you're right. So Adoree couldn't play the Bucs game. That's where it started. And and Keely played well. But I was telling people, I said, don't get too hype about it because he really didn't get targeted like that. So nonetheless, he played in the Bucs game, did what he did. Then we get to the Broncos game, and everything just started going downhill from there.
So, no, he played. I don't really think he played bad in the Broncos game. He missed. I think he missed like a crazy tackle or something like that. He takes poor angles, but Adoree Jackson, Keely Ringo should never take the field over anybody in a starting capacity. Man, I've been saying
that Giants game was criminal.
Yeah, it was
the tackling for me. The lack of.
Man, he just don't even be knowing where he at, man.
He was getting cooked by number 3 and number 4 receivers. That shit was nasty work. I'm like, what? Look,
Jordan. He shouldn't make the team next year.
Little Jordan Humphrey, he was getting cooked by SoundCloud rappers. I don't know who none of them is.
Man, they got to release Buddy.
They should. But agree with the defensive line in that Giants game. It was way too much freaking time.
Yo, they had Jackson Dart pirouette like a ballerina. It was
way too much time. And it's like, I get we injured and all that. The depth is just not depth
And
thing.
it wasn't even like the time, like the times where we was able to collapse the pocket, we just could not get our hands on this dude and sack him.
Yeah, it was annoying. It was times
he
they had him
around. He moving in slow mo. He not even doing nothing crazy.
Right.
It's like we just trash. He moving
and
around.
It's like they moving like slow as molasses. Like you already know. Sometimes like somebody break free and you like, oh, that's an easy sack. Like it's gonna be a sack. You don't even feel like it because you just know we slow. Like,
and look how frail he is. The one time he got touched accidentally, he only went in the blue tent.
Facts.
The one time he got grazed, he was in intensive care.
Because I saw the hit, I'm like, I don't really see where the issue is. Like,
my man was in a tent. Imagine if he had got sacked 4 or 5 times in that game.
He should have been sacked
got sacked 4 or 5 times. That would have been the game. Period.
Right.
Honestly,
if he got sacked 3 times, 3.
Man, if Jalen Hunt catch that pick, he already on the ropes.
Let's talk about the man of the hour, though. If the offense can't put together 2 halves, Kevin Patullo got to go.
The only thing about it is I just feel like he's not going nowhere. So it's kind of like we know he ain't it right now, but it's like, is Nick Sirianni gonna pull the plug on Bestie? No. So it's kind of like
I already feel like Kevin Patullo isn't the long-term answer. So I'm already his file, to your point, not just on the desk, man. I'm already filling out paperwork. I already got the stamps on it. It's just a matter of putting it in the mailbox, bro. Like I'm over the Kevin Patullo thing, honestly.
I just wish we could know what's going on inside the business office. Let's send the reporters to their offices, okay? Because I don't need to hear from Lane. I don't need to hear from Jordan Mailata. I don't need to hear from the players.
You know what?
I want to hear from Howie Roseman. What's going on? What's happening?
To your point, Simone, I'm tired of hearing about. That's why I labeled this. That's why I labeled the thumbnail "Talk is cheap." I'm tired of hearing about meetings y'all had. I'm tired.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we are you on the phone or you not on the phone? Are we getting somebody? Are we not? Is Kevin Patullo actually on the hot seat? Not just
I'm tired of Chatty Patty.
Nobody, but Patullo's on the hot seat. I think how we gonna call the play? I think how we gonna call the trump card over Sirianni.
I'm tired of Chatty Patties, like, you know what I'm saying? And most of the time, them Chatty Patties be people that's not even playing. Most of the time. It'd be guys that people that's not even getting no minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of seeing reports that this person said, like, I saw a report saying somebody like, yeah, this feels like 2023. I should slap the hell out you.
But you know what? I don't believe that report now that I think about it. The more I think, it's why not make something up right now for the
low hanging fruit? There's low hanging fruit. Everybody been saying that. There's low hanging fruit.
That's what I'm saying. No, but I'm saying like right now is the perfect time to make that shit up if it didn't happen. If nobody said that, right now is the perfect time to make it up for some clicks. You want to know why? Because we got big ass mouths. We run into the media talking way too damn much. So it's believable. Yeah, it's believable. Even if it's true or not, it's believable. I don't think right now at this juncture anybody has the balls to run to the media and say that it's looking like 2023 because it's not.
It's not.
It's nowhere near looking like 2023, man. It's not, man. And like the unnecessary smut on Brian Johnson's name because Kevin Patullo was failing is ridiculous, man. Kevin Patullo was nowhere near as good as Brian Johnson was that year. Nowhere near.
Yeah.
And Jalen Hurts already said directly out his mouth that this ain't 2023. It's not the same team. It's not the same players. It's impossible to be 2023 because every team reacts to stuff different.
Right? So, why will we still talk about 2023
and
when
2025
just happened and we just won the Super Bowl? Why are we talking about 2023?
That's long gone. That's long gone. You know what I'm saying? It's weird energy when people keep making that comparison. And frankly, the roster is damn near entirely different. You got a whole new culture, damn near, like since that point. New coaches. Like I love our defensive coaching staff, like top to bottom. I don't care what nobody say, man.
Jalen had his best year statistically in 2023. So how does it look like 2023?
Outside of the interceptions, I mean, yeah,
right,
for sure. Let me push it forward for you guys, right? Because obviously, we cover the birds, and it's very easy to think in the micro when it comes to the Eagles, right? But I want to zoom out and kind of get some perspective on not just the Eagles, but also the lay of the land as it pertains to the NFC and the AFC. Because LB, we kind of started the show off with the fact that the Eagles were granted a few more they were granted some space, some breathing room because the NFC East didn't capitalize on the Eagles' 2-game losing streak, right?
Mhm.
And obviously the Giants beat us, but the Commanders lost to the Bears in dramatic fashion.
Ooh.
And by the way, Jaden Daniels has not been playing well this season at all. He's been hurt and he hasn't been playing well. Let's call it what it is. But then the Dallas Cowboys, they've been putting up all those numbers on offense, but they can't play defense. And they lost to the Panthers this past weekend. So also on top of that, when I look at the lay of the land from the standings, I see a 3-1-1 Green Bay Packers team that doesn't scare me at all. I see a Buccaneers team that's 5-1, but it always takes a last-second drive for them to win a football game. I don't know how long that can last. I see a 49ers team who's 4-2, but is an injury unit, like a mass unit, right? You got Fred Warner who's done for the season. George Kittle's supposed to be coming back week 7, week 8, maybe. They're both quarterbacks are dealing with injuries. They don't know who's healthy. I see a Seattle Seahawks team who's talented, but I don't trust them. I see a Detroit Lions team that has 4 wins on the season, but 4 of their wins have come up against the Bears, Ravens, Browns, Bengals, teams that don't really play too well defensively. 2 of their losses actually came up against playoff teams, and guess what? They lost. They lost to the Packers and they lost to the Chiefs in dramatic fashion. So how serious, how real are the Detroit Lions, right? I look at the Chargers, a team who everybody was waxing poetic about when the season started. Then they went on a 2-game losing streak, and they finally got a win to break that cycle, right? I see a Buffalo Bills team who started off like the Eagles, 4-0, and all of a sudden Josh Allen is playing some of his worst football these past 2 games, 4 turnovers in 2 games, right? So all I'm trying to say is, and also the Chiefs, right? The Chiefs are a team that's, I guess you'll say, starting to figure it out, but as of right now, they're what, 3-3, or what is it? Let me double check it here. They're 3-3. I just look at the NFL. I see a 4-2 Rams team. I see a 3-2 Vikings team. There's nobody in this league who's completely created distance between themselves in the field as the team to beat in football. And all these teams are dealing with their fair share of issues. But the Eagles' issues are highlighted because they are the reigning Super Bowl champions. Jalen Hurts is probably the most polarizing quarterback in football because they make it that way. But when you guys look at the lay of the land, as I described it, how do you guys feel as it pertains to the Philadelphia Eagles?
I mean, I feel like you said, like, you know, we're blessed that no team has established like any type of dominance, but at the same time, none of that's gonna matter if we don't fix our own G. So, like, Sunday, the ball is in our court.
This is gonna be a nerve-wracking game for me, man.
That's what I'm saying. Jay Jettas.
That first time that deep ball go in the air, I'm gonna be like, Lord, have mercy. That's Jettas.
Because you know they're gonna test it early.
Like, we gotta get pressure. We got to. And can we? Shoot, they didn't even know Zadarius was retiring, so they trying to scramble and figure G out this week.
So
they said it was a complete surprise for them, meaning what the hell they got planned for Sunday?
Who's throwing for Minnesota this week? Is it Wentz or McCarthy?
So JJ practiced yesterday. It's still up in the air.
Yeah.
It's still up in the air, but JJ did practice yesterday.
I hope it's Carson Wentz.
He's not playing. Carson Wentz is playing.
I honestly hope it's JJ because I can't deal with the media storm of Carson Wentz.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool. I hope it's Carson Wentz because that's like extra fuel for Jalen. I know Jalen don't like his ass. I hope it's Carson Wentz.
Jalen isn't the issue or Jalen's fuel. Jalen said he had fuel going into this game. Oh, it's a short week. Less time I have to sit on the laws. It's not even about individual fuel. It's about the entire offensive game plan. It's about the defensive line. It's about Adoree Jackson.
I don't think so, man. I don't think it's solely about Adoree Jackson, man. I think it's about the team, man. I think it's about all of these guys and how they collectively respond as a unit. Like I'm tired of the shoulder shrugging and all of that. It's like it's just time to man up, man. It's time to man up. The offensive line need to push people around. They need to run the ball. They need to assert dominance with the run. They need to run the ball with physicality. They need to remember who they are. They need to create lanes for the best running back in the game. You know,
see, that's what I'm
offense,
saying. Like, it's not even about Jalen's motivation. It's about the motivation in the trenches on both sides. It's about the motivation in this secondary. Like like Landon Dickerson practicing. Is Landon Dickerson even healthy? He need time.
He ain't been healthy.
He has
camp.
Landon and Cam
like,
Jurgens have probably been Landon and Cam Jurgens have probably been your worst offensive linemen this season. They have not been playing well.
And they've both been injured.
Jordan Mailata been getting beat like a drum as well.
But you got to think about it, though. Like, I feel like Mailata trying to overcompensate for what the other guy's not doing. Like, I think, for example, right, in that Giants game, if you notice, those 2 sacks, it was 2 sacks that got given up, right? But what happened was Brian Burns had stunted over, and Brett Toff didn't pick up the switch.
Right.
So,
but look who's out there, guys like Brett Toff ass.
Right, like Jordan Mailata did his job. Like when they stunted, Brett Toff is supposed to pass this man off and pick up the stunt. Both times, exact same times, he followed Mailata. Like, why are you following Mailata? They stunted, bro. Let your man go. Mailata got your man. Pick up the edge rusher that came in on the inside.
I'm so 50-50 on the O-line because I think the O-line has been great in pass protection, though. They have improved in that regard. They just have not been good in run protection. You know, Jalen Hurts, far too many times I see him just with nowhere to throw the ball because the route design is ass. He's just standing around. He got to take a check down. You know, and the predictability of the offense is it's alarming, bro. You got way too many people pointing out Baldinger, Emmanuel Acho. You got way too many people breaking down film and showing us that we running the same plays over and over and over again, the same concepts. People know when we go and run. So how much of a hole does that really put you in as an offense when people know what you're going to do based upon how you lined up? It should be 150 plays that you could run from having a 2-by-1 formation. It should be 150 plays you could run out of that comp. You could run the ball, you could run hitches, you could do also, you could bootleg, you could do so many things with the same look. We do the same things with the same look. So everybody got to get their shit together. Coaching, everybody, man.
Yeah.
Everybody got to get their shit together, man, because it could get ugly. The only way we're still in first place if we lose is if Dallas win. And do we want to keep being in first place because we not winning? Right. Or do we want to, you know what I'm saying? Like who cares if you're in first place if you lose 3 straight and still in first place? That mean a division ass.
Yeah. If we lose 3
Yeah, let me put something.
I can't even say it.
Let me put something in perspective real quick, right?
I can't even say
it. According to PFF, right, Jordan Mailata has an overall grade of 82.8. That's the 5th highest among his position. He also has a 74.5 pass blocking grade and an 82.8 run blocking grade, which is 5th at his position. So Mailata has actually been playing very well this season, according to PFF's metrics. Landon Dickerson, on the other hand, this is probably his worst season of his career. He has an overall grade of 57.7, which is
falling off the bone, and we keep sending him out there.
Which is 58th at his position. He has a
passing grade. Crock pot short rib meat on his legs.
Yo, listen to this. He has a pass block grade. He got a pass block grade of 45. And a run block grade of 63.3. He has not been good whatsoever.
He's been busted though. He's been injured.
No, we understand that, but
I'm like, is it worth to have him? Like, why is he even practicing this week? This man needs time off.
To your point, right? Before the season started, I said if I was the Eagles, after he got that surgery, right? If I said if I was the Eagles, I would actually just put him on IR and just start the season. Let him really get healthy. Let's not force him out there, or at least let him sit the first 2 games. You know, buy him some time. Like I feel like he's been. It's funny, right? He's been dealing with things his entire career. He has, but
we drafted him with 2 knee braces. He had a brace on each knee.
But this is the first year it actually looks like he's actually stopping him. This is the first year he actually looks like the injuries are bothering him. And the other time he's been pretty dominant with the injuries. So this is a little funny. It's a little funny.
Look at the shit he do. He gets surgery, then he comes to instead of being off his feet, resting up, he come to practice with a case of beer.
That was hilarious. I can't front. No, that shit was crazy.
You know what I mean? I think they should have put him on IR too. I think we mismanaged his injury, and Yeah, we should have let him rest up so he can get healthy. Because we know what type of dog he could be when he's healthy. But Lane been in and out of games all year. This has been a really weird start for the offensive line this year for sure.
A revolving door.
Yeah, and Lang, even with the injury, she's been playing pretty well. Has an overall PFF grade of 77.7. That's 10th at his position. A pass blocking grade of 81.3. That's 10th at his position. A run block grade of 70.8. You know what I'm saying? Lane Johnson hasn't been bad. Hasn't been his best season, but he hasn't been bad. Just hasn't been healthy. Cam Jurgens hasn't been good this year. He has an overall grade of 64.6. That's 19th at his position. A pass blocking grade at 61.1. That's 23rd at his position. A run blocking grade at 66.1. He's been mediocre, quite literally. I feel like Tyler Steen has also been getting a little bit of a bad shake amongst people. But Tyler Steen, he's actually been a little better than Cam Jurgens. But overall, Tyler Steen, a 67.4 at right guard for his position. That's 24th at his position. 73.1 pass blocking grade. He's been pretty decent there. A 60.9 run blocking grade. So overall, the Eagles' issue when it comes to the run game is quite frankly the interior. Left guard through right guard, they haven't been consistently dominant, in particular in the run game. And it doesn't help that Cam Jurgens is a relatively undersized guy. And then Tyler Steen, he isn't built like a Mekhi Becton. So I think that's the real issues for the Eagles, and that's why I ask myself, why do you keep trying to run on the inside? You need to lean on your best players on the offensive line. You need to hit the outside, get more pitches, more outside zone run attempts. Running on the inside is not helping you. You got to lean on Lane Johnson and Milata, who are clearly your best run blockers.
Man.
So how y'all feeling about Sunday?
I
don't even know. I'm just
wake up. I'm
just lost for words because it's like
I don't care what happened, man. You just need to win at this point, y'all. You just need to win at this point.
Yeah, I'm saying like we need to win.
Somebody need to get fired. Somebody like Kevin Patullo needs to get fired if the offense don't look good this week. I don't care if we win or lose. If the offense don't look good this week, he need to get fired.
Yeah, man. Look, Carson.
I don't care. Jalen Hurts has taken way too much heat this last week over this loss. Yeah, he missed some throws, but the noise for Jalen Hurts has been way louder than the noise for Kevin Patullo in the 5 weeks combined.
That's because they're bored. That's because they're bored of the Kevin Patullo talk. They're bored. Jalen Hurts has not been your problem.
Right, and you got people running around here.
And Jalen Hurts is the problem is nuts.
You got people running around here talking about Kevin Patullo ain't the problem. How long have we been watching football, bro? We scored 17 back-to-back games.
They've been calling him the problem the first 4 or 5 weeks. All of a sudden, he not. What changed?
You know what I'm saying?
What changed?
Jalen Hurts got to make every throw. Everything got to be perfect to win in this system. What the hell kind of? That's not a system then.
I saw people on WIP in particular. I'll say his name. I saw Joe DeCamera trying to give a pass to the Phillies before he give a pass to the Eagles.
I don't even know who that is, man. I don't watch that shit.
I'm like, yo, hold on, time's out. You give more grace to the Phillies, a team who has been given everything and done nothing with it. Meanwhile, Jalen Hurts is a guy who's maximized his opportunity in becoming the Super Bowl champion, the Super Bowl MVP, brought the Lombardi back to Philadelphia. And you mean to tell me y'all talking to him like he chopped liver? I don't really like the discourse around Jalen Hurts these past couple weeks because my thing is it just speaks of ungratefulness. The Sixers have given you nothing. The Flyers have given you nothing. The Phillies are basically the Andy Reid era of the Eagles. They get far, they make it to the playoffs, but guess what? They get their ass kicked in the end and no results. That's basically who the Phillies are. They've given you nothing since 2008 in the World Series when Ryan Howard and Jimmy Rollins did their thing. Chase Utley, Pat Burrell, you know what I'm saying, Brad Lidge, and so on and so forth. Like they have given you nothing since then. But you got the nerve to talk about Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, the Eagles have given you 2 Super Bowl wins in the past 8 seasons. Jalen Hurts, a guy that y'all doubted, managed to leverage his opportunity, a second-round pick, and bring a Lombardi back to Philadelphia as recent as less than a year ago, and he's getting discussed the way he's been discussed. That's how you know it's narratives and there's agendas. The Phillies have done nothing to earn your respect. They've done nothing to earn your trust.
I saw the dude Chase Senior say, that's his name, right? He do a Eagles joint. He follow me on Twitter. We follow each other. He cool guy, but he's like, I'm just intrigued to see what the offense would look like with Tanner McKee. I mean, I'm not saying let's bench
I hear
Jalen.
that one more time.
I just want to see what it would look like with Tanner McKee
with this offensive line.
Right,
jail.
and then what a guy who can't run at all.
Jail.
And then you got Dan Cilio and Howard Eskins. Oh, Jalen Hurts isn't the best quarterback on his roster. So many people have been waiting for Jalen Hurts to lose back to back. They had to wait a year to get their shit off, man. They had to wait a year to be able to talk down on this guy, bro. And that's the true definition of hate. This guy just won the Super Bowl. This guy been to 2 Super Bowls in the last 3 years. This guy is 2-0 in NFC Championship games. This guy is 1-1 in the Super Bowl. This guy is a Super Bowl MVP. I've never seen anybody get disrespected like they ain't never did nothing before.
They would never do that.
2013 and skip the Super Bowl year to justify themselves. Oh, he was carried by Saquon Barkley. He got a Super Bowl because he played with Saquon Barkley and that cast and this and that and this and that. While they make excuses for everybody else, it's the oldest story of time, man. Josh Allen getting all the excuses right now. Patrick Mahomes is getting all the excuses in the beginning of the year. Everybody's getting excuses except Jalen Hurts. You can't visibly see that and you know what? They don't even talk about how many offensive coordinators the guys had, man. They don't care, bro. They never liked him, and they'll use everything to justify it, man. Everything. Why Josh Allen? They never win a Super Bowl, y'all, because he don't got the same team Jalen Hurts do. But he Josh Allen. Why do he need it? Do y'all know that the Bills have lost every game that James Cook ain't run for 100 yards in? They don't talk about that type of shit though.
Clock it.
Bro,
they don't talk about that.
You're right. You're right. Like the reality is, like you can't have respect for. You can't disrespect this man like this. I'm sorry. You can't, like, what franchise quarterback are you sitting there saying, hey, we got to see what the backup look like? That's only Jalen Hurts. That's only Jalen Hurts. Where do you get off feeling comfortable even throwing that notion or that question out there?
They want him to lose his job.
I don't care how people like to mask it behind, hey, we're trying to have critical thinking conversations. And, we're trying to, we're just trying to stimulate dialogue. We're just asking the question. No, some questions don't deserve to be asked. Sometimes I'm not allowed to ask my mom certain questions when I was a young boy. I'd be damned if I asked my mom a question about certain things. Certain questions you ain't got the right to ask. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, balled out in the Super Bowl, balled out in the NFC Championship. Like no turnovers in the playoffs except for that one interception that ultimately was an extended punt. Like in the Super Bowl, like Jalen Hurts was lights out in the Super Bowl, and y'all talking about Tanner McKee? That shouldn't even be a fucking question. This is the problem with certain people when you put microphones in front of them, bro. It's like
not even just microphones, a keypad.
Like Tanner, that shouldn't even be a question. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, an All-Pro, a Pro Bowler, a Burt Bell Award winner. He has given you probably your consistent experience of dominant football. Like he is the first franchise quarterback in Eagles history to deliver you a Super Bowl. Yeah, think about that. You want to think critically. What franchise quarterback in the past has given the Eagles a Super Bowl? What quarterback that the Eagles get the bag to actually lived up to the bag? Who?
Nobody.
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts got the bag. Matter of fact, Jalen Hurts took you to 2 Super Bowls, got you 2 NFC Championship wins, got you a Super Bowl win. He got the bag and lived up to it.
And they hated and they hated him doing it every chance of the way. Who that? Cool.
That's recapping the losses. If y'all don't get into somewhere else,
like stop it. Like stop it, bro. Like it's weird. It's weird energy, bro.
They hated the dude from CBS. Some dude, he looked like a bottlenose dolphin. His goddamn picture is going all over my Twitter right now. They saying that this is not a good football team. Do y'all realize this same guy said that every week during the playoffs and picked every team that beat us during the playoffs? and pick the Chiefs against the Super Bowl, somebody don't know what the hell they talking about. Somebody don't know what the hell they talking about, man. These guys just legitimately cannot stand Jalen Hurts. They can't explain his success, and I'm over it, man. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it, man. You know how hard it is to find a quarterback that just want to do everything it takes to win? We blessed to have Jalen Hurts over here, man. So all you people from where these people from, man? From South Jersey, Fishtown, all you people, man. All you people, you know what I'm talking about. All y'all from all of them other places, man, who want your quarterback to look like what you want him to look like. You got to deal with it, bro. I'm all about. I don't care if the man was sky blue, teal, navy blue, as long as he winning games. What you want Tanner McKee out there for? What on God's green earth do you want to see from Tanner McKee right now? I like Tanner McKee. He's a fine young backup, but he's a damn backup.
That's what I'm saying. Don't make me dislike him. Like don't do it. He minded his business. Like, don't when people that's how you know, man. It's like I understand the Eagles are big business these days, but y'all gotta be more creative with y'all talking points. Like talking about, we got to see what Tanner McKee looks like. And Tanner McKee, let's keep it real. Let's keep it all the way real. Tanner McKee barely beat the Giants in week 18. And then all we did was see him play like a quarter and a half, or what was it, a quarter or something like that against he went up against two trash defenses in the Cowboys and the Giants last year. And you talking about you want to see Tanner McKee. Tanner McKee has shown you. They making me get. Tanner McKee has shown you nothing,
man. Let's get to these. Let's get to these supers. I got a dentist appointment. We'd be talking. We'd be talking about how stupid these people are for the next hour. You're lucky I ain't got time because I got time, but I don't.
Yeah, man. Let's get to it because they
to my mouth. Pause. Ew, that's crazy.
That's nasty work. All right, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Let's see here.
Somebody just dropped the $49.99 in that home.
Yeah. I think that went to you, big dog. Let me see. I don't know who that went to.
I don't know who that's for.
Let's
for the
see.
family.
Let's see here. All right, we got Davon School Beat says, "Damn, my boy Rogers wanted to leave." Shaking my head, damn, man.
That's funny. That's the word. That's what he was saying.
Well, no. So a report came out. It is confusion. It was a report kept coming out saying the Eagles tried to match it. He said he ultimately agreed with the Vikings deal, and immediately he came out saying, "Don't believe everything you read, y'all. I'll see y'all on Sunday."
He probably didn't think he was going to play here, so I would have left too.
And then too, it's these same reports when it's who reported this. It'd be no source. Who said this? Who is the source? It'd just be like,
I don't like him saying see you on Sunday. I hope AJ.
That's what I'm saying. It's too many folks.
Word, my man Word with the super chat. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. He says Hurts got 13. I'm glad you said it. That's what I wanted to say earlier, but I forgot. He says Hurts has 13 total touchdowns on the season, right at the top with the rest of them. Couple of missed passes here and there, and we might be talking MVP. We bit that far off. He basically saying we're a little far off. But basically, the point is like Jalen Hurts has been productive this season, right? I'm looking at his numbers here. 1,172 passing yards, completing 68% of his passes, averaging close to 7 yards an attempt, 8 passing touchdowns, only 1 interception on the season. 50 carry. He has 150 carries, 195 rushing yards, averaging 4 yards a carry, 5 rushing touchdowns.
What's going on with you, boy?
Someone pulled the plug on that Wi-Fi.
Damn. You can't get the super chat, Simone. I can't. You good? There you go, Tom.
Why y'all don't be responding to my messages on game day?
Nobody got time for that. We lost 2 straight.
Yeah.
What you was talking about? What was the last text?
All I said was law. No reply. Last 2 games.
What you want from me, Simone? What you want from? What you expecting? Like,
I'm just looking for group therapy or something. Goodness, like.
Oh yeah, you did. No, that wasn't last week. You said
both
games. I messaged y'all during the Broncos game.
No, she did. And I ain't say nothing.
I messaged y'all versus the whoever
Giants.
we played. Giants.
I ain't say nothing. I know I didn't say nothing. So I can't
remember
front.
that.
I disappeared. I had to, you know, so crazy. I had to like take a break. I had to, like, good thing it was my wife's birthday. Good thing it was my wife's birthday weekend because like I was able to really unplug and just enjoy her in that moment. But man,
And that's when I tweeted after the Broncos. I was like, dang, I know it's bad because I ain't get a text back.
Yeah, you definitely did tweet that. I think I liked it. I can't remember, but nonetheless,
I liked it. She was talking about you.
Y'all, I know. Sunday got me shook.
I'm nervous, man. Losing 3 straight. I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous.
Yeah,
if we lose 3 straight,
I'm only worried about the corners in that game. That's it. I'm only worried about the corners.
The defensive line, the offensive line. Yeah.
LaWallace Pratt.
LaWallace Pratt.
But said LB told Tony Simone Ringo was ass.
Yo,
they
listen,
knew it too. They just was trying to be encouraged. They was trying to be encouraged.
Just be nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they
like,
knew it too. But that foul was on my desk since it was 90 degrees out.
I was trying to be optimistic. You know what I'm saying? I can't be optimistic about a brother. Like now, listen, it's over for him. He got cooked by a SoundCloud rapper.
That's why and stuff like that got my patience short for guys like Makuba.
Makuba is a rookie.
Ringo, so he could ride the bench and learn the playbook.
Now, yeah, I'm not saying he might.
Yeah, I ain't saying cut him.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he need a little grace. Now that don't mean he need to be on the field if we get a better option.
Let's see, Miss Fanny.
Trifecta, Tone. I super chatted 20K.
She meant $20.
A whole bunch of money.
I super chatted $20 saying all off season that he was penalty prone, but everyone else said this was his year to shine. Dude can't cover a parked car. Dang.
Not a parked car.
He can't be the little
weather protector. I love Miss Fanny, man. Miss Fanny is hilarious, but if Miss Fanny donated 20K, I'm off into the Super Bowl. Let me stop playing. But anyway, shout out to Miss Fanny. I appreciate you, sis.
Appreciate you.
All right. William Johnson. He says, "What's up, everybody? I'm glad to have independent content creators like you guys to bring the information. Certain radio stations and the national media is only interested in pushing narratives and public manipulation." Yes, right. William, you're absolutely right. And it's so funny when you gotta fill 4 hours of time, your lack of talent gets exposed. If you ask me, I'm sorry. Like you create narratives and so on and so forth, and it just speaks of laziness. It speaks of laziness to me.
They give no solutions either. They just talk about
that's another thing too. They give no solutions.
They give no solutions. We sat here and gave two or three examples of how we could fix the pass rush. They don't do that. We'll see.
That's a great point, LB. Like that point cannot be understated. They don't want to provide you any reprieve. They want to just continue to, rile you up and had you going into your second lunch shift, going into your second shift with an attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like they really don't want a solution.
They don't want a solution. The chaos is what gives them clicks.
At the end of the day. Word back again. He says, my first thought watching they held out Q and JC because of the field. They would have played if it was any other game.
I can agree with that.
That's interesting because the moment Q went out, my man took his helmet off, had the beanie on. I knew he wasn't coming back.
Oh, that sight was hard to watch.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, he ain't coming back. That's game. All right. Linda Washington. Thank you, Ms. Linda. She says, Vic says Ringo will have to play if Q not able to play. He said that?
Well, I mean, what else would happen?
No, fuck that. This is what I would do. I'm putting Coop on the outside. I'm putting Dory out there, and I'm putting Mac McWilliams in the slot. I'm doing whatever I can to keep Keely off the field. I'm sorry.
It's crazy. It's crazy that now this is your temperature.
Yeah, ice cold.
You ain't even got no temp right now. You were in
Antarctica. Was like, see, the thing is, we get a sweet spot with Keely Ringo's timeline.
I'm over with that.
Keely Ringo, see the way the timeline works. When it comes time to pay these
That's
guys,
what you said.
Perfect sweet spot.
Yo, oh my God, yo, she got that shit down pat.
We need to go get Stephon Gilmore, bro. I've been wanting Stephon Gilmore all year.
Financial standpoint, I'm looking at the financials.
Stephon Gilmore, man. I think we still should go get Stephon Gilmore.
That, man. The financials is these super chats. That's what it is.
Oh Lord Jesus, y'all! I'm scared.
At this point, Mac McWilliams and Perry Nickerson can't be worse. I like Perry Nickerson, actually.
I like Perry Nickerson, too.
I like Perry Nickerson.
We might see him this week. Shoot. We might see him.
We see Perry Nickerson, man. We down bad.
Kevin Quinn with the super chat. says LB, why you care so much about the Commanders, man? Because y'all ass.
Why do you care so much about the Commanders? They haven't given you anything in 33 years.
Y'all not like.
Why do you care? It's not about why do I care.
That's a great
Why do you
point.
care? Last time y'all won something, Rayful Edmonds was still running around selling crack in DC.
Yeah,
AI wasn't even at Georgetown yet.
Last time y'all won some, black quarterbacks was an anomaly.
Come on, was it what was it? What
Doug Williams?
Like, was it Ronald Reagan administration?
Right, the
was
crack
Bush
era. Y'all ain't won since the crack era. What we talking
about?
Y'all
ain't won since Contra.
Like, come on,
y'all
man.
Ain't won since Contra. Like, why do y'all care? Why are y'all running around? Kevin Durant called y'all the Manders. Y'all nicknamed the Manders.
They ain't won since Castro was in office. What we talking about?
Like,
Fidel.
I'm confused at why do y'all care? Did you not see your quarterback fumble the ball? Did you not see your quarterback fumble the ball?
The game was won.
I tell you what. If he man up and if he man up and touch something else, that might be a little damper. Maybe he'd know how to handle that football.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
My man
talking about why we care about the Commander. Commanders is nothing to me, man.
My man doing Campbell's chicken noodle soup commercials with his mom. And I saw the play. That was the play from the beginning.
If Jalen Hurts would have fumbled the game away, he fumbled the game away.
Y'all had the game. The game was
won.
Like
I don't think we understand it significant. They told us, you can't win with 3 turnovers. Don't count the other 2. Because y'all's about to win with 2 turnovers until he fumbled the game away. And why y'all running around here calling Jaquaski Merritt Bill? You don't get nicknames for fumbling. His name Jaquaski Merritt. They call me LB because I earned it. He ain't earned Bill yet. Moving along. Thank you for your super chat, though.
Appreciate you, brother. You pay for that smoke. Anyway, let's keep this drawing going. Davon back again. He says, I feel like CB2 side makes it harder for Makuba. It does. It does, but also Makuba has been out of place quite a few times, so he got to wear that.
No,
he got to wear that.
Makuba need to be where he's supposed to be on time. The first thing I learned from maybe he need to go to a military school. The first thing I learned was be there on time. Be where you're supposed to be on time. That's the rule. That's you save a life being where you're supposed to be. I don't care what y'all talking about, rookie or not. The people, the greeters at Walmart know where to be by the front door. The Walmart greeters know where to be on time. They know where to be by the front door. They have to check a receipt. They have to. No, we gotta start treating these people how they're supposed to be treated.
Oh man,
Bird Gang 4-2. Thank you for the super chat. Get our record out of the thing. That's bad. This is bad luck. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm nervous about the game. Everything I see from y'all right now. Cash got a tour coming up. Oh, that's why he left.
Hey man,
get her out of here, man. Maybe she was just get her out of here too, man. All I care about is the win.
It was good seeing her in that midnight green. I'll tell you that though.
No, get her out of here too. She can go too.
Michael Hardy with the $5 super. He says,
you better cheer up. You better get you some pre-workout or something.
I just don't like not knowing what the hell we gonna see on Sunday. Like
we're gonna see a win. I'm confident.
Jahad was a 5-star recruit at Edge. They moved him to linebacker at Bama because of Will Anderson. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He was a 5-star recruit at Edge. That was the only reason he played in linebacker because of Will Anderson. That's the only reason. I forgot about that. That's a good call. Good call, Michael.
Move him to the edge. Move him to the edge.
So maybe we do see him play more. Listen, I think that you have to do that. You lost. Like you have no choice.
You have no choice. Last year we made a deciding factoring move by moving Coop to the slot, and it changed our season.
We did. 24 Bird says Seth Joyner said Lane Johnson might be planning to retire if he gets another ring. He might not have much left in the tank. Well, I think he said that. Lane Johnson said they win again this year. He retired. He definitely said that already.
Well, that's
not.
Well,
really
I don't
news.
care. Listen, if they win again, I don't care what he do. You earned it. You got 3 rings. Go ahead, rock out.
Listen, he can go to Cambodia on a mission trip. I don't care what he do. Like,
I told y'all last year. I don't care. I don't care if we don't win a game this year, as long as we won that Super Bowl last year.
And now look at you, out of pocket still.
You definitely did say that, and God is showing his face.
We 4-2. Relax.
No, I'm saying before the season.
Hold on.
Like, oh, we need him. Oh, Keely ain't it? I was like, I thought you said if we win, you don't care what we do.
I don't.
The funny thing
if we
is,
repeat,
though, right?
now it moved. If we repeat, I really don't care what happened.
Yo, if we repeat, Jalen Hurts can retire tomorrow if we repeat. He can retire day after. I don't care.
Y'all so freaking cap.
I
But
know.
the funniest
know,
thing
I
after
know.
the loss, it don't be funny because it be seeming so intense, is when LB do his post-game video after the loss. It be
Yo.
seeming like so severe, so dire. Like
I don't know if I don't advise nobody to watch that. I did
it
my
be
post
bringing
game.
my mood down.
My post
Like,
games, my post games
feel
are.
like we lost a war or something when he come on.
Nah, don't watch my post games either. My post
Then
games.
I get in the bed. I get in the bed. Guess who was watching my post game? I'm trying to go to sleep. I don't want to hear myself again. She just shaking her head. I'm like, look, man, look. She was like,
Because after the Giants game, I was like, okay, let me listen to LB, try to get some positives. Well, nothing positive.
Damn well.
Video made me feel like I needed to pack up my whole YouTube, everything overdone, cooked.
Not yet. It wasn't that positive after that one.
I'll be honest with you. Literally, after that game, I wasn't on Twitter. I disappeared for like 3 or 4 days. I disappeared. I did my post game and I didn't do content until Tuesday.
I couldn't disappear. The streets was looking for me. They had helicopters, binoculars.
They were.
The streets was looking.
People hanging off the ropes.
All I said was, "We will get the last laugh," and look what happened.
Listen, my first tweet after week 6 was, "Order has been restored," because Cowboys lost, Commanders lost. They got reminded that, hey, relax.
I did see you disappeared on the timeline, so you hadn't tweeted it days.
I did.
Yeah, man, get out of there, man. Listen, just focus on yourself, man.
Man, it was my wife's birthday weekend. I had a reason. Well, wifey turned 31. You know what I mean? We celebrated. You know what I mean?
I need to stay out them streets.
Yeah, bro. It was
Twitter streets are how you say something rough for somebody.
Tay Touchdown said, "We need all the talent on the field at once." I agree with you, brother. All right.
Damn, let's read the super chats. The 18 super chats.
Yes, it's 34 of them now. I'm trying to hurry up these Jones. At this point, I'm just gonna read them and just keep pushing. So Tay Touchdown said, "We need all the talent on the field at once." I agree, bro. Green Wingman with the super chat says, "All I can say is that I have ran into a bunch of Eagles fans on my trip to Atlanta, so I'm going to take it as good vibes." Hey, man. Yep. Marie Steele says, "Don't forget, we do got the Hard Knocks NFC East. Hopefully, we will see a little bit of what's going on."
I ain't watching that shit, man.
Yeah, that shit. All I was gonna do is get me hyping and get me low.
And you know what? You know what? I think that was bad for us, bro. I think that's why people talking so much. Too many cameras around them.
You know what? I forgot about the Hard Knocks though.
They in the locker room. They did a whole step of the way.
You think that's kind of throwing them off a little bit, just in general?
Hell yeah, it's kind of throwing them off because they have to kind of show some personality, so they got to do too much. They're gonna be on TV. You don't put no camera in front of no diva.
AI with super chat says Jihad, 2 DNs, Kobe 2 linebackers, Coop 2 outside, CJ GJ at nickel. The King family with the $50 super chat says bring back CJ to put in the slot, put Coop on the outside, then trade for an edge or put Zach there on certain downs. We'll be back in business.
I agree. I like that.
Green Wingman back again with a super chat says, with so many coordinators this brother has gone through, I'm shocked he hasn't turned into the black Alex Smith. That's another thing too, right? Jalen Hurts been through a lot, yo. A lot. And he you know what he said? Lombardi, Super Bowl MVP. Like, come on, man. Your favorite quarterback couldn't withstand what Jalen Hurts been through. Let's call it what it is. Y'all favorite quarterbacks couldn't survive the turnstile at OC. AI back again says MF's he said
they hate Howie.
He said they hate Howie. We have solutions in house. I feel you, AI. He says, "Cool Eagle SNE TV. I'm still pretty lost as a fan. I'm with y'all as I'm uncertain with the problems we have. Jettas, Addison, they having a MAGA rally if Wentz do us in." Oh man, that was good.
No, they is, bro. Bro. I want to say it, bro.
Yo, if Wentz win, you know what they're gonna say? We should have kept Carson Wentz, please.
If Wentz do us in, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather play JJ McCarthy this week.
No,
I don't want to put ourselves in the position to maybe lose to Wentz.
I want to crush him.
I want to crush him too, but there's a chance we could lose because we already know he's spamming Jettas all game.
You know he is. He gonna look for number 8 or number 7 and throw
I
that
ain't gonna lie.
ball.
So I watched the Vikings Browns game. He's still throwing a little decent ball, low key.
Yeah,
He's still getting there.
No, statistically, he's he has since becoming a starter, he's 2-1. He's threw 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's completing 69% of his passes, 759 passing yards. He's been sacked 12 times though.
And if our pass rush ain't rushing G,
he was solid. He's been solid. He's been a backup quarterback
too, though. He will throw that pick.
Yeah, he
Let's
will
not
do
forget
that.
about that.
If we catch him,
I think it's gonna be too much pressure.
We had some picks thrown our way. We ain't haul in every game.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta smoke the shit out of him, especially if he play. I gotta smoke in these guys if he play.
I said that about the Giants, man. I can't say shit else.
I can't say nothing till they do something.
Yeah. 24 Birds says this ain't college. Ain't no NFL team throwing their backup quarterback in the line of fire because the franchise quarterback lost a couple games. Exactly.
Y'all need to tighten up. Y'all need to talk with a little more belief.
You talking about who?
Y'all talking about I can't say nothing. Y'all better say something.
I can't. What can I say?
Champs.
Listen, as the week progresses, I'll be talking more shit. Don't worry.
They wanted you to come on that show too, Simone. And they wanted you to come on that show and we lose and they win. They wanted that so bad for you on that round table.
When I tell you when I tell you I put on my best performance,
I bet you did. I bet you
deserve an Oscar.
Somebody in the comments was saying you was cooking. I need to go watch it.
The way I've been performing on that NFC East round table, I'm telling y'all, I deserve an award at the end of the season.
Because they trying you like you sweet. I need to get a clip of it. I need to post it.
I've been putting on some of my best. I be closing my laptop at the end of the show. I'm like, dang, girl, was that you? I'll be like, Dilly, did you hear me cook them? Did you hear? You like, yeah, you was cooking.
Yeah, you were cooking, man. You were cooking.
That's word.
That's
Jay Graves.
Even the Giants, I came on the show late, still packed his ass up.
I need to be coming in there late. I need to come in the comment section next time.
The last show, you gotta watch the last show. I packed.
I'm watching it at this right on my ride to the dentist.
Jay Graves said teams had a year to study to see Hurts have trouble with zone reads and both O-line hurt from off-season surgeries. Yeah, you're right. It's look, man. Well, we got plenty of time to figure this shit out. Thank you for the super chat, Jay. Dank says they calling folks Jalenites. Where they do that at? What? Dana Scott says my favorite crew. Keep with the great work, LB. Please take the Makuba file off the desk. The QB1 slander is out of pocket. Hugh Douglas mentioned Jalen's mom, who raised them. Who raised them ninjas? WIP and Jacob Buns. We're gonna be okay. Go Birds.
Mom.
Appreciate you, Dana. I didn't see that.
I gotta hear about that. What's going on?
The file in question.
Thank you,
Gouda God says big violation for ignoring Simone text. Nah.
2 weeks in a row.
Yes, man.
Who said that?
Gouda.
We know you wouldn't. We know if you had them digits, boy.
Man, you'll be spamming.
We know. We know. So that shit, ding. Ding! Is that the microwave? That's the doorbell?
What you doing?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all, thank you for the super. He said, LB, I've been blocked on your channel since whence? I've done several. I served 2 life sentences, dog. Can I get on parole now? I got you. You off. You are off. And you will never be put back.
Get on parole.
You will never be put back in solitary confinement again. You have done honorable time. I will get you off today. I will get you a Hurt season hat. You have done time. I don't know what you did.
2 life sentences.
I don't know what you did, but I'm getting you off today.
That's the funniest super chat I've seen in my life.
That is a funny. That's good. That's clever. Ken Do the Driver says, love the show. Keep doing your thing. Fly was fly. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Kevin Quinn says it's all good, LB.
No, it ain't all good. That's all good.
It ain't all good.
Yeah.
It ain't all good.
Y'all gonna lose to the Cowboys too. Sad life y'all live.
Jerry Hart, they played them this week.
Yeah, the Cowboys in the
Dallas
429.
Yeah. That's gonna be interesting.
Hey, where you going, babe?
Man.
Jerry Hartfield with the super chat says, I've been singing that Bummander song all week.
Left hand up.
Man, that song is trash, bro. Keep the main thing. Sent the $10 super sticker. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Charles T. Jr. says, get Arden Key from the Titans for the low. He's only 29 and having a down season, but the last couple of years he's been decent. Low risk, high reward. They said that about Jaquarian Bennett. Alex with the super
she
chat.
leave out and the dog come down here crying to me.
Man.
I ain't leave you. I'm here. What you sad for?
Alex said Hard Knocks in December gonna be crazy. Yeah, it is. We better be 9-2 by then. Something. I don't know.
Please.
There's another person right here, Marcus. He said, I've been blocked on LB channel for 3 years. I don't know what I did. Y'all need to start refreshing y'all memory.
Dana Scott says LB still can't super chat. I still can't super chat on your page. Why am I keep saying that to you?
I would have not blocked you. I don't know why some people can't. I only
Michael,
accept MasterCard. I think that's what it is. Only accept American Express.
Michael Hardy says N'Kobe, if he is back to himself, will help us improve in stopping the run. He was very important as far as hitting the gaps on run plays and blitzing. That's another thing too. Yeah, run defense hasn't been the same since N'Kobe been out. Not saying Zach Bond and Jihad ain't good at it, but N'Kobe does help. But you did lose Milton. You lost Josh Sweat, who does good at setting the edge. So,
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going on my block list. I'm unblocking everybody. Everybody's free to comment. I don't know how I did that. I'm sorry, y'all, for blocking y'all. I want to apologize to y'all. If I ever blocked you and you still been supporting me, man, that's real. I'm unblocking everybody.
That is real. Eagle Vania.
Everybody.
This last super chat.
I'm unblocking Al. I remember his name.
I'm unblocking people that requested.
Right, I'm unblocking Al. I'm unblocking Marcus, and I'm gonna see why Dana can't send super chats.
Yeah, Eagle Vania with the super chat is the last one. Y'all says here there are a lot of bandwagon Eagles fans from last year carrying bad energy, calling for QB1 head. The real Eagles fans get mad, but know how far we came. Exactly. It's a lot of new faces, a lot of new fans. So you got to think about that too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Dank Bird gang blocked. I remember Dank.
Yeah.
He said I'm blocked on there. Damn.
Yeah, but you guys, that is the show. We appreciate y'all for locking in with us as always. Y'all been donating hella crazy. Today was a real strong showing from everybody, man. Over 700 people across all the platforms. You guys have been fantastic. Smash the like button. Also, make sure you guys hit that hype button as well. That hype button is something that YouTube added, and it really helps the algorithms, you guys. That's something that they're doing to help promote content. So make sure you guys not only hit the like button, don't just make sure you're subscribed, but also make sure you guys are hitting the hype button. And I think the hype button is only available on mobile. So make sure you guys do your thing. We really do appreciate the love and the support. Any final words from y'all, Simone and LB, before we get out of here?
Win a gosh darn game this week.
Win the game.
Man. Win at all costs.
Win. I don't care if the score say 13-10. Win.
Please, for the love of everything. Win, please.
Shout out to Jake. Been following me since 2017.
For sure, man. Shout out to y'all, man. We appreciate y'all, man. It's just
been
been
pardons.
I'm
giving out pardons.
Giving out pardons. You exonerating people?
Yeah. Emancipation Day is what they calling it.
Man,
freeing you.
That's funny, man.
I won't block y'all again, man. I don't know what I was doing. I probably was going through something. We might have been losing. Y'all might have been talking crazy, but
LB was on his Dr. Umar. He was having a block party.
Right. Yeah, it's not professional.
On that note, y'all been tuned into the Link Up. She's Simone Stanley. He's Laura Brunson. I'm your guy, Tone. This is the second. And as always, fly Eagles fly, y'all. We out of here.